Watching this video from, looks like his name is Sunfruit Dan. Okay? Weird name, but whatever. This is a guy who's talking about the vegetable police, and he's basically saying, uh, vegetable police apparently, is inspiring some people to go carnivore, and then some vegans are outraged about that. I'm not outraged about that. And he goes on to say, some people will turn carnivore and eat meat from it, and some, but I won't, and it's not my place to judge about that. And if they want to do that, that's their own, that's their path, and it's not mine. But just getting outraged about it is just crazy. And I'm watching this video, and I watch it, and I realize this man is a quintessential middle-of-the-road, non-aggressive vegan. This is exactly, he's the kind of vegan that carnivores always ask for in the comments section. And let's see, what do we have? 137 likes, 95 dislikes. He has almost as many dislikes as he does likes, and there's a lot there out of the 5,000 people that watched him. So what does that tell you? Well, it makes it really abundantly clear how dishonest carnivores are, and meat eaters, because they're, why can't you just be like not a judgmental vegan? Quit being such a dick about it. I don't care that you're vegan. I do what I want. And here's the fucking guy who's like, yeah, I don't care if you eat meat. I'm a vegan, but do you? That's your thing. And he gets almost as many downvotes as he does upvotes. So this is the evidence and proof that they don't actually care if you're nice. They just don't like vegans, no matter what. So it doesn't matter if you're nice. That's the thing. So vegetable police, and all of you people who say, oh, you're just being judgmental, you guys are such dicks, you're driving people away from veganism. I don't fucking believe you. Because this video, this middle-of-the-road vegan, is absolutely just getting flamed. And it's because, not from being a dick, but just saying, this is my path, I'm living my life, and people are just, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Why? Well, and here's what it is. Because our lexicon isn't quite updated. The way that we frame this isn't quite accurate. So here's the real frame. It's not that there's vegan cultists, because they love to say veganism is a cult. It's actually the other way around. This is a cult of animal sacrifice. And let me say that again. Meat eaters are in a cult of animal sacrifice, and that's exactly what you should hear. Because this is precisely the kind of thing that I hear. I just hear pseudoscience and bad arguments and nonsense, literal nonsense and conjecture, mere conjecture from carnivores across the board. People just making things up. And this is it's, if we just dial the clocks back a few thousand years, this is exactly the same as those fucking retarded people who think, well, it's, I've got to sacrifice this goat on my altar of stone and diamonds and pearls in order to make the rainy season come. That's what these people literally are. They're like, you can't get healthy if you don't sacrifice the animals. That's literally what we're dealing with. Animal sacrifice cultists. And they hate you no matter what if you're not in their club. And so that's why I don't give a fuck if you don't like, if you think I'm being a dick about veganism, if you think I'm being overtly mean. It's because it doesn't matter. There's never going to be there cannot be a bridge built. I'm not going to influence any of them. And frankly, I was a carnist, eating mostly meat and carbs, and then watching Vegan Gains videos about nutrition, and basically saying that I'm a hypocrite and a piece of shit for doing that. And wow, lo and behold, after watching him a little while, I went vegan, and so I don't care. If it doesn't appeal, then whatever. That's your own. That's your mistake. I can't give a fuck about your feelings on this, because it's clear that the cult of animal sacrifice doesn't care about whether or not I'm being nice. You're still gonna get 1,000 downvotes from the cultists, and that's the irony too. I mean, it always happens like this. Every internet phenomena, debate that ever happens, it always is the case where one party begins to, the right party is always starting out smaller. That's the thing, is that the underdog and the correct party always starts smaller and ultimately begins to take over the space. And because the majority is threatened by it, they just slinging ad hominems. It happened with more or less the homosexual thing, where there's like gay people who are like, hey, you should treat us like people, and the response was violent and insulting. Atheism, this one was golden. When I was talking about atheism a lot on the internet, when that was first coming into an issue, and when all there was the Amazing Atheist. I heard this from Christians repeatedly. You guys are in a cult. You're in a Atheism is a cult. Atheism is a cult. You literally have a fucking dogmatic book of doctrine, and a great leader, and it's just absurd. It's fucking absurd. And that's what we're experiencing again with veganism this time. You guys are in a cult. No. We're not doing something. We're not eating animals. You guys are the ones that are insisting that we sacrifice animals, and it's the only way to be healthy. It's insane. You people are fucking nuts. And then, you say, well, you guys should just be not be such fucking dicks about it. And then this guy, he's like the nicest fucking vegan, and he just gets 1,000 fucking downvotes. Sorry, 100. It's like I've come to realize that everyone in the carnivore crowd is basically the same people who were Christians when Christianity was dying. It's the same degree of dishonesty, just a bunch of fucking liars who literally have no integrity. Just people who are just filled with hatred and just trying to win. They're not really, and that's the thing. I mean, it's the same. That's exactly what Christianity has been. It's just an attractive place for people who have no compassion, who have no, like, they've got no higher order ethics. They their entire ethos is like, I've got to win. And it's just, they literally have no greater purpose. Like, that's the only thing that's meaningful for them, is just winning. And it's totally, it's just grotesque is what it is. These people have no, like, higher cognitive abilities. Their consciousness is just low. They just have really, really low consciousness. Just, you fucking vegans are all a bunch of dicks. I hate you guys. Just, you should be nicer. And then the nice guy comes on. I'm a nice vegan. He's, fuck you. You piece of shit vegan. You vegans are the fucking devil. I hate you. Just like Anakin. Just, I hate you. That's literally carnivores to vegans. Sorry, we cut your legs off. I don't even know what vegans did. Just existed. That's really actually what it is. And that's the thing, is the carnivores won't, the animal sacrifice cultists won't even deny it. They just hate vegans for existing. They will literally, if enough cultists come to this video, one of them will straight up admit, yeah, I just can't stand vegans existing. I guarantee it. I guarantee someone will eventually say that I just don't like you guys existing. And it's because they're evil. They're an evil bunch of people. They're just animal sacrifice cultists. They've got no, like, they're just rotted out from the inside out. Just from the core. They've just got a rotten fucking core. And they're deluded. They're deluded and deranged. You know, it's just, if we don't sacrifice this goat or lamb on the altar before moon down, then we're all gonna have a terrible sowing season for the crops, and everyone's gonna die, so we've got to throw Molly into the volcano. I mean, this is literally the people that we're dealing with, and not all meat eaters are aggressive, but it is a cult of animal sacrifice. I mean, that is actually what it is. It's like the belief that you have to sacrifice animals to stay healthy and live. It's the same deluded and deranged pseudoscience or religiosity as that kind that I was mentioning. But yeah, they're a cult of animal sacrifice, and they hate vegans for existing. I mean, that's really what that's the crux of it. So, if you're a vegan, you see it. Don't bother with this nicety routine unless that's who you are. It's like, don't try to persuade them. It's not, you're not going to. And they say, oh, you know, you'll catch more flies with sugar than you will vinegar. And normally that's true, but we're dealing with animal sacrifice cultists. It's not the same. And I'm willing to admit that at one time I was absolutely part of the animal sacrifice cult. And this is actually, you know, when we talk about veganism, we're kind of talking about everything that you know about veganism. But the thing that we're not talking about normally is not merely the reduction of harm. I mean, because usually it's about harm reduction or it's about nutrition, which is a really kind of loose, gray sort of term, in a way. But what we're not talking about is there are genuinely people who genuinely, sincerely believe that if you are on a vegan diet for a while, you'll just die. You'll just, well, you've been on a vegan diet for 3 years now. Looks like heart attack time, or you're gonna have a stroke, or God's gonna strike you down with lightning. Just any fucking nonsense. They genuinely believe that you cannot live a happy, healthy life on a vegan diet, and it's it's just fucking laughable. It's laughable because these people are so deluded and deranged. They live in a world of superstition, and it's that's the thing, is it's gone beyond. It's gone beyond an argument of ethics um, and general welfare, and actually moved into and I think because the debate has dragged on for a long time, it's literally gone into the world of superstition, where there are people, and you'll probably notice them popping up more and more. There are people who genuinely believe that a vegan diet is killing you. You're just slowly dying from this. And I hate to break it to you, you're all gonna fucking die, you idiots. And we have very good evidence to show that veganism actually tends to make you live a little bit longer with less disease. But superstition, dogma, you can't argue with it. So that's our reality. We got animal sacrifice cultists who believe that a vegan diet will kill you. And they don't care if you're nice. They just hate vegans for existing. Fact.